Now joining us here on Golf Talk Canada is Carson Bacha. And Carson, before we begin here, I was just asking how you pronounce your last name, and you got to tell the story to our audience here because he had me in stitches right before we got going.
Yeah, so often people pronounce it as Bacha just because it's the way it looks, but it's easiest just to tell everybody it's pronounced like Chewbacca from Star Wars. So my dad, my brothers and I, we've all grown up and in high school. My dad always had a nickname as Chewie, and my brothers had that as well, just for that reason. So yeah, Chewbacca from Star Wars, basically.
I've been on the show for 9 years. Chewbacca, that's the first time a Chewbacca reference has been made here on Golf Talk Canada. I can be clear of that. But hey, congrats on the win, man. You just won the Osprey Valley Open over the weekend. Just take us through the victory. What went right for you?
Yeah, thank you so much. Um, it was a great week. Got set up a really good game plan in the practice rounds I played earlier in the week. Kind of really liked the course right away. Thought that it rewarded good driving of the golf ball and good iron play, and then the greens were really nice. Rolled at a very comfortable speed that you could make some putts, and so just with the game plan I came up with, went into the tournament and executed a lot of very nice golf shots. Was really in control of the golf ball. Um, Played the par fives very well for the majority of the week, and then just played really clean golf the rest of the week. I think I made three bogeys for the week, which was really nice. Anytime I felt like I got into trouble, I was able to kind of salvage a par out of there, and yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So some stress free golf for the most part, which was always nice, and to walk away with the win was really special.
Now, you mentioned stress-free golf, but you have to do this in a playoff. How
Yeah,
stressful was it getting it done and winning in a playoff?
yeah, it's in a playoff. There's definitely nerves. Kind of, at that point, it's just down to you and one other. So it's kind of like who's going to make birdie first or who's going to make bogey first. And we both were replaying 18. They had a tough back left pin on top of a ridge. Greens were firmed up. The hole played straight downwind. So even with both of us kind of busting driver down there. Um, it was a tough little wedge shot to get back on the back shelf, and I executed two really good wedges, both the first and second playoff hole, and Jay unfortunately got a pretty firm bounce at that second playoff hole that jumped over the back, which ended up leading to the bogey he made. But man, I felt really good in the playoff. Was as calm as I could have been, and was really proud to execute four golf swings the way I did in those two holes.
So you get the win in your fourth career PGA Tour Americas start. Just saying that out loud, that's quite a feat. Are you surprised it only took four starts?
I mean, I definitely came out here expecting to compete. I think this tour is unique in the fact that it takes the most amount of guys from PGA Tour U onto this, so 11 through 25. So that's roughly 15 guys out of college golf year after year that are coming to this tour. And when you're competing against those guys, the previous 4 or 5 years in college, you're seeing where your game stacks up, and then when you're kind of seeing those guys ahead of you in the years ahead of you graduate and go compete and win on this tour, you kind of realize pretty quick, like my game's there, and you just kind of got to go out and do it. So I think uh, playing well in Bromont earlier this season in my second start kind of definitely built up some confidence. I'm giving myself the clarity that I can compete out here, and it's just a couple shots here and there. So definitely, like I said, felt really good in the practice rounds earlier in the week, and that kind of gave myself some confidence and put me in the right mind frame that this could be a good week.
We're with Carson Bacha, the latest winner on PGA Tour Americas. So you get the win, you lift the trophy, you go through your media obligations, and then you get to look at your phone for the first time. What was some of the reaction like from friends and family when you turned your phone on just after the win?
Yeah, I turned my phone on. I mean, right after the playoff hole, and I already saw like 6 missed calls, 105 text messages. Instagram had blown up. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is wild. But um, I think it was great afterwards when I kind of was able to slow down a little bit and start replying to a lot of the text messages and getting phone calls back. My fiance was at work, so I didn't get to talk to her until a little bit later. So that was really special to fill her in and enjoy that moment with her. But having my parents there too was so special. The fact that they've been as supportive as they have been, and that they were here for my first win was really special. But yeah, to feel all the love and support from so many people back home was pretty cool.
And now, I mean, your season's totally flipped. You've gone from 46th to 7th in the Fortinet Cup standings. How do your expectations alter now the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think anybody is setting the goal at top 10 as you kind of begin your season because after all, we're all looking to move on to the next tour, and so that was definitely a goal of mine to crack top 10, and I think now that I'm in a great position, sitting at seventh in the points list. There's still a lot of golf to be played. There's still a lot that can happen, and so I'm gonna be having my eye on that number one spot. Gonna try to keep pushing. I think it's just like a round of golf. Like you get out to a couple to a good start, make a few early birdies. Like you're not really trying to protect that. You're trying to take it a little bit lower. So hopefully I can put together some more really good starts and good finishes and keep climbing up that leaderboard.
And your season continues this week as we record. You're a couple hours away from playing a pro-am in Windsor. How do you balance keeping it going and playing good golf along with trying to celebrate a victory, but also resting and preparing for another week on tour?
Yeah, it's definitely something that you got to juggle a little bit. Definitely enjoyed the moment Sunday night, kind of into Monday. But like you said, you kind of got to flip the script and get ready for the next week right away. So we parents we have our RV up here, so we got to take the short little drive over to Windsor. Course out here is really nice. It's not too dissimilar from last week, actually, a little bit linksy style. Some wind will the wind will definitely play a factor. So to be on kind of a similar golf course definitely has me excited. But yeah, just a little bit of time to enjoy it, but definitely got to move on to this week. We do have a week off after this, so I'm sure I'll get to celebrate last week, and hopefully we'll celebrate this week when I get home.
There you go. And speaking of that, we have a tradition here on Golf Talk Canada in closing here that we always speak with the winners on PGA Tour Americas after they win. So what do you say? Maybe you win, whether it's this week or one other time this season. You join me again on the show and we can recap another victory.
I'd love it.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, congratulations on the win, a life-changing victory. All the best here moving forward and hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.